Using a dialog window. Sometimes you would like to inform a user that a certain task can take some time, and in that case you can provide them with a dialog window in which we can use three functions: open, update and close. So to create a dialog window we need a variable of data type dialog, and then we can use these three functions. One to open the dialog, then we can update it at a certain moments, and if you would like to, you can close it. If not, the system will close it by its own. And the purpose of a dialog window is to display some information, for example, while we are posting one or multiple transactions. Let's have a look at an example. Here we are in the document posting routine, code unit 80 sales posts, and earlier we already had a look at the check and update function, which is called in the beginning of the processing of the sales header document. What you notice is that on the sales header document there are a number of checks which are performed, and then this function in its progress window is executed. What happens? Well, if we go to the definition here, what we notice is that a dialog data type, a global variable named window, is opened. What we do right here is we open the window by making use of a placeholder. Cross 1 means this is the first placeholder in here, and then the number of cross signs after the 1 are actually places that we can replace at runtime using the window.update function with some text. So using the window.update function, all of this text, which is the result of this function, will come in place of the placeholder 1, which we have right here while we opened the window. After this plus sign, we might also have some extra text constants also containing placeholders that you can add. What you notice right here is that we initialize a progress window by making use of the open function to open it with placeholders, and then later on you can update those placeholders in this variable, and so you can inform the user of the time it might take to perform a certain transaction. Here I have a more simple example of what happens if you use a dialog window. You notice when I press my button, a code unit is executed, and then we'll see a dialog window appearing. The example that I've shown you is this function which is executed. I call this function with 20 iterations, as you can see right here. And what this function will do, let me zoom in a little bit in this function. All right, so we have a variable of type integer, and we have a myWindow variable of type dialog. I open the dialog window with a first placeholder with some characters, and then I will loop from 1 to the number of iterations, and I will update my dialog window with the number of the iteration. So this will show a number from 1 to 20 every time that I update. Now, because code is executed so fast, I also needed to include a sleep statement. So in between iterations, my code will wait for 1000 milliseconds, so I can at least see the update window. You also noticed during the demo that the update window displayed only the number 11. Why? Because it will not update itself for every update statement that you send. It's the service tier that will decide when the dialog window needs to be shown. So you can provide it in your code, you can create functions that do it, but at only the runtime you will know which parts of the updates will actually be displayed in the client. But it's a nice feature to indicate to a user how much time a certain transaction will take.